It's Rahul here for Punch Out Boxing. I'm delighted to be speaking to the Pilgrim, Jack McGann. How are you, Jack?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, fab. Not as good as you're about to be in about 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
Before we come to that, just want to recap because I last saw you in March at the York Hall. Good win against Laszlo Toth, the veteran Hungarian who's been in with some top prospects. And
yeah,
did a bit of a job on him to get the IBO European title. So that was, I guess, your breakout fight, I guess, first title fight, and
yeah,
put you well and truly in the crosshairs of a lot of the big names in probably the toughest division in the country. Fair to say?
yeah. Definitely, the super welterweight division is is tougher than even probably the middleweight division. I reckon them two are the hardest because you've got like a balance of the guys are fast enough, so there's always action, and but they carry enough weight where you get stoppages, and it's like that the average weight of a man, so it's a lot more dense as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, and having seen some of you super welterweights up close, I'm shocked by the size of a lot of you. I guess with all these modern nutrition and dieting and plus the 24-hour weigh-ins, you guys are probably coming down from sort of light heavyweight size, some of you.
I wouldn't say that big, but it does take a lot of work. And the place it happens most is in the kitchen. I live in front of the stove. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that nutrition is the most important part. So, yeah, who'd have thought when I spoke to you after that fight, all the talk we had was potential domestic rivals. You're certainly not the guy that would spring to mind for a mega international event in the Middle East of all places. So can you tell us, how did you come to be on the furyngannou undercard in Saudi Arabia?
Well, they say don't do that. Anywhere you go, you'll find a scouser somewhere. So I'm just filling that hole. But no, it's all down to sorry, someone on me. Yeah, it's all down to right place, right time, a lot of luck, and but mainly me manager Alfie Warren and Spencer Brown, who's given me this opportunity, and they put the heads together and done this, and obviously with me sponsor the power of one.
Hmm.
So then them three just done the deal, and I couldn't believe it till recently. Really, I was waiting for something to fall through or whatever, but no, it's on, and I keep pinching myself, but no, that they're the reasons, but yeah, I'm over the moon.
Yeah, and rightfully so, because whatever us purists, and I am one of them, half the time, but the other half of the time I'm all for some entertainment. Whatever we think about the event is as a spectacle, it's enormous, isn't it? Is it fair to say this might be the biggest show you've ever been on?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I've been on big shows in the past in this country and in when I was fighting in Russia in MMA,
Hmm.
and I mean more so where there's been, especially in Russia, where there's been a lot of money spent on the production, and it's been more of a they've looked at the spectacle side of things and whatever. But I keep like trying to imagine what this one's going to be like, but I just don't think it's even worth trying to prepare myself for it because I honestly believe that with the things that I'm hearing and the way they're handling it, it's going to be like not on anyone's seen before the actual event and how it's going to be live.
Hmm. So, of course, your opponent, Roberto Duran Jr., son
Yeah,
of a legend, no less. Some say the greatest ever, pound for pound. I think most would agree the greatest lightweight ever. Son, as often, they don't live up to their great fathers' names, but he's a decent fighter, though. What was the reasoning behind getting him as an opponent?
just my management used to manage him, so they got that connection. And I
Hmm.
think, to be fair, it might have only been a a little conversation back and forth, but I think they were trying to aim for something a while ago for maybe to fight for the title or whatever, just purely because of that connection, and it would have been easy to make. But with this one, it was just he is a good fighter, and that name he's got alone, even if this was his debut, the weight
Yeah.
that got him is monumental. So there's that side to it as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. And the thing is, like heavy fight on this card, because of the size of it and how big it's going to be, and it's just different. It's going to be different. Everyone's going to fight. You're gonna get the best version of everyone on this card because
Hmm.
because of the pressure that's on us. Just because of how big everything is. So you've got that, and then with him being with his dad being who his dad is, and I think his dad's going to be there as well. He's going to literally fight for his life and be the best he can be. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So it's fair to say, as you said, just because of the weight of the event, this could end up being the hardest fight of your career.
Yeah, definitely.
And my right in thinking this is probably the first sort of Latin American type fighter that you've come across.
Yeah, the fifth. Yeah, definitely. I haven't been that side of the pond yet.
Hmm. I'm sure you don't need to be told. Often when we get some of these Latino guys come over here, they might often come without a name and still end up turning some of our guys over. So he might actually be, as you said, quite a jump in levels. Be mentally prepared for that.
Yeah, I'm prepared for. I always treat every fight as if it's not my last, but the outcome of your next fight dictates where your next three or two go. So, it literally can change your life. It's like if I go out there and perform and put on a big show, the next morning looks a lot different than if I go out there and something goes wrong, or even if I do scrape a win and don't look the best doing it. So I always go out there to be the best I can be. But that's what I'm looking forward to. The better the opponent and the more someone puts it on me, the better I'll be under that
Hmm.
pressure. Um, so yeah, I'll be the best as well. You probably get one of my best performances because of the opponent and the pressure that's on us.
Yeah, indeed. Have you seen much of Duran in terms of his past fights?
Yeah, I've watched a couple. I always have a little look, and then as the fight gets closer, I start studying a bit more. And it's not so much as like getting like a playbook because my coach does that, but I just like
Hmm.
to get a feel of the guy and so I can mentally visualize him in my head and I feel like it really helps me. So now we're 2 weeks away, so I'll definitely start watching some more. But yeah, he's like you said, he's a tidy boxer and um, he's going to be the best he's been, and
Hmm.
that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And in preparation for this, you able to tell us, you got any sort of particular sparring partners in, specifically to deal with what he brings?
Not so much like going out there and looking, but I always spar at different guys, and then what we'll do is um, we'll get someone and go, oh, he does that like the opponent.
Hmm.
He's good to have in. Let's do a couple more with him, blah blah blah. So yeah, I've definitely the people I've been sparring, I've definitely got traits that um that Duran's got.
Hmm. Indeed. Is there going to be any title on the line for this one?
No, it's 8 rounder.
Okay. All right. But as you said, still the just the sheer exposure from this, get a good win. Um, well, who knows where you can go.
That's it. And at the end of the day, it's like you said. I probably wouldn't be a name you'd throw on a big international fight on such a big card. So it's up to me to go out there and prove that I belong there,
Hmm.
and like earn me right to be on that show. And then it's also more about giving back to my coaches and to especially Spencer Brown and me management who've given me this opportunity. I can't let it go to waste.
absolutely. And of course, we don't want to pry into your personal business, of course, but are you and Roberto getting well paid for this? Because we've heard some insane figures put up for the main event, and we just want, is there a proportional filter down?
Well, not from the money they'd be getting. There's no no one's getting it. I doubt anybody on the card's getting a proportional filtered down from that. But the money's good.
Mm-hmm.
But the money is good. It's definitely a jump up. We're definitely in Saudi, put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you'd say it's definitely considerably more than what you would typically get for a, if you were
Yeah,
to have
100.
this over here in the UK.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, fantastic. That's what we want. You guys to earn your due. As you said, that's why you
Yeah,
are going to Saudi Arabia.
yeah.
So, like I said, when
But
we...
just to touch on that as well,
Mhm,
with this, it wasn't about being on that show because we've got more chance of making money. I'm honoured to be able to be on this. I would have done it for nothing really,
mhm,
just to be on that card. Well, cover me costs, um, but it just for the experience I want to get. And I just love the fact that, as I said before, when I've used to fight in Russia, I had 5 fights on the bounce over there in MMA, and I love the experience. It's great doing something what I love doing, and my job takes me around the world to see new places. So it's more than that, and you know, if I go out there and put on a big performance, who knows what I'll get next time, and like you said, what it'll be for,
mhm.
whether it be a big title or whatever. So this one was more about we were just happy to get our foot in the door.
Absolutely. As you said, from your MMA days, you're no stranger to going to exotic locations. I mean, if this is the start of a series of sort of big shows and events over there in the Middle East, you know, it's already, the ball's already started rolling. You know, we've had AJ and Usyk over there. There's fights in Abu Dhabi. You'd be happy to go over there, that part of the world regularly,
Yeah,
relocate even.
yeah, yeah. There's not what relocating, but I used to really enjoy getting on a plane fight week, fighting and coming home and not having a big and it just be like me and the team and a bit of support there. But it's just so different compared to we're fighting in London or we're fighting around the corner. Do you know what I mean? But but yeah, as far as my background, I should have touched on this. That was a big part of the reason why I'm on this card as well because in Ghana, like you said before, it's getting a lot of criticism for the matchmaking. Um, but people saying MMA guys can't box. Well, I come from MMA and I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's one of the reasons why I'm on the card as well. It just made sense.
In terms of going over there, is it actual fight week the Monday before that you'll fly out?
The Tuesday, I think,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
back to Sunday, just in business out.
Okay. And I guess because of the minimal time difference, you don't need that much time.
Yeah, that's it. It's 3 hours ahead, so it's it won't, I can't see it affecting us.
Sure. Have you
And then
been made?
go on, sorry.
I was going to ask, have you been made aware of any particular cultural quirks to be aware of that you're not used to?
No, no, I know that. Um, just for this one, no, but I'm because I'm unaware. I can't see if they have got any issues, anything, but they can. It's fight week. I'm going to be well behaved anyway.
Hmm.
But I'm just that's another thing. It's like we're just going there, and it is just me and the team because a few people wanted to jump on it, and we were like, look, if we're going to be coming back here, let us just go and see what it's like and get a feel for it. Because you hear so many things, it's strict. It's they clamp down on this. You can't do that, and I'm just excited to go over and see what it's like.
Yeah, indeed. What's your views on the main event then? As I said, boxing purists really criticize it. I guess mainly because of the frustration that Fury didn't fight Usyk or AJ without going into whose fault it is. I guess that's a large part of it. Fury has been very inactive the last couple of
Yeah.
years as a reigning WBC champ. But that aside, I mean, is it a total mismatch in your opinion? Does Ngannou have a genuine puncher's chance. It's a bit of a debate amongst us, the fans online. You know, some of us are saying, well, it don't matter how hard he hits, he still has less of a chance than, say, a low-level contender. Others say, well, he's got more of a chance than, say, a light punching guy who's more skilled. I mean, what's your views on it?
I think that first of all, you've got to step back and look at it. Okay, he's against Tyson Fury, who most people will say, myself included, that he's the best heavyweight on the planet. So you pick anybody, you pick anybody against Tyson, you pick Tyson. The only person you wouldn't Usyk, and then even then you say, well, he'd be too big. So straight away, anyone against Tyson's on an uphill battle. And then when you talk about how hard Ngannou can hit, I know he's in the Guinness Book of Records for the hardest punch out, however they measured that. I doubt that he'll hit harder than Wilder in an actual fight when the target's moving and all that. But he can definitely smack 1,000,000%. And it's the next thing, it's heavyweight boxing where anything can happen. If I was a better man, I'd obviously put a large bit of money on Tyson. I imagine it'd be quite a safe bet. But the thing is, you haven't seen Ngannou box, and he's known that he's going to have a boxing match come up for quite a few months. So he's a top level athlete who's been fighting the world's best in a different sport, yeah. But the similarities there, and that means certainly he's still been in world class fights a couple of times, and now he's turning his mind to something else. So I think that, yeah, I do think he's got a chance, as slim as it'll be. But it's like they keep calling this an event, and I think that's because everyone's tuning in to see if he can do it. For them couple of rounds where he'd be good, I'll say the first 6 or so, because he's not going to outbox Tyson, is he? He's going to just have to go for it. It just depends how comfy and how settled he gets for how long he stays there. But for the couple of rounds he's there, it's going to be a great fight, and he does have a chance.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be compelling viewing, even if us purists have to give lip service to hating it.
Yeah, that's it. But that's it. And the undercard's great as well. So it's still worth tuning in for.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some absolute bangers on the undercard, including Jack McGann versus Roberto Duran. Let's not forget. Yeah, I just want to cast your mind back to what we discussed back in March. We were talking about your next route. At one point, I think your management was saying you were well placed to get a crack at the British title at super welterweight. I did mention your local rival Mason. He had a go with Sam Antwi. I'm sure you saw it. Unfortunately, didn't go Mason's way.
Yeah.
Did you watch the fight? What did you make of it?
Yeah, I did. Thought it was a great fight, like most British titles are, and I think that shot that Antwi stopped Mason with sort of stunned him on his feet, and then had like a free shot on him because he was. And I think if that would have actually knocked him over, he probably would have recovered. And I don't know, it was a close fight, but yeah, it was it was a great one. But it's like with that. So what happened was Josh Kelly vacated the belt, and then they made. I was the other half of that eliminator, so they made Antwi and Cartwright for a final eliminator, and then me and Lee Cutler. Lee Cutler wants to go for the English instead, so then they upgraded Masons and Antwi's to fight for the vacant title, so the belt was in someone's hands. So really, I should be next for the British because I was half of that equation, and sort of got left. Lee Cutler, them two fought for the vacant British. Lee Cutler's fighting for the vacant English because Sam Gillies moved on. So I just got left with like no option, no way to go. So we'll see. I'm definitely still up there, and it's something I'd like. But as you said before, the way it's going, I don't know where I could end up after this one. We'll have to just see. But yeah, with boxing and things change every 5 minutes.
Yeah, as I said, the super welterweight division is so stacked. There's no shortage of possible routes to go for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of level, again, I know you don't want to look past Roberto, and I'm sure you're fully focused. In terms of level, do you want to go through the levels, like in terms of, I mean, where do you think you are, say, how far off, say, fringe world level do you think you are? Because I think we can imagine in the next year or so with Charlo, the belt's probably going to fragment. I'd be surprised if he comes back to 154. So over the next year or so, the world scene could open up again. So yeah, over the next year or so, what sort of levels do you want to go through to get yourself into that position?
Well, where I'm at now, it could have been if the Lee Cutler fight would have happened, my next fight and then the Saudi thing wasn't happening. My next fight would probably be for the British, like early next year.
Hmm.
If you go off that trajectory, then yeah, if everything goes right, a year or so, and you could be talking about major titles and a world title.
Hmm.
I feel like that like that's fair from where I'm at now. I'm 30. I'm not full of injuries. I'm not. I haven't been in plenty of hard fights. So I feel like I'm coming into my prime now, and this is the right time to put the foot on the gas and go for it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
as I said, I've got great management, and every fight I've had has been a step up, and me progression is going the right way each time. So I trust my management, trust my team, and what they say, I'll just go, okay, she's there.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you done any sparring with any sort of really high level guys just to get a feel for what sort of level they are and how you stack up against them?
Yeah, I've done plenty of hours with Liam Schmidt and then JJ Metcalf as well. He's obviously got the IBO, the world title, and they have me back. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I come in and they punch me head in, and then they like won't use me again. So for them to
Yeah,
keep using me, and when they have in the past, and that's how I gauge it. But yeah, but when it comes down to it, spar to spar and a fight to fight.
yeah.
Even I'm always better in the fights.
Hmm.
Big fan. But yeah, I'm there. I wouldn't do it otherwise.
Absolutely.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I should say, getting there.
Yeah. After this, do you want to sort of maybe try and get a 12 rounder?
No, well, yeah, but I think I'd probably add this one. I've won in December, just a little, just to take over fight, just to catch up on, because I've
Yeah.
had a lot of stuff fall through this year.
Hmm.
Um, I've had a lot of stuff fall through, so I'll have a little fight, and then my next one will probably be a 12 round or something. Yeah, and another step on. Whatever that'll be for, I
Hmm.
don't know.
Ideally, would you like to be headlining a big show back in Liverpool?
Yeah, yeah. Last year in September, that I fought in the field for the first time in like since I was all 15 or something, and it was like one of the most special moments of my life, and to just get that on a bigger scale, it'd be amazing. So yeah, we'll see.
I will have to tell Alfie make it happen because I do love a trip to Liverpool. So,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, Jack, it's been an absolute pleasure. Exciting couple of weeks for you. So, yeah, I guess was it just over a week before you fly out? Just tapering down this final week, is it?
In about 10 days, this next week coming up, my last hard week, and then as I said, I'll leave for a week on Tuesday.
Hmm. All right. Well, good luck over there in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, we can't wait to see how the night pans out for all of you, and it'll be a
Yeah,
great night.
thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Absolute pleasure. We'll see you in a couple of weeks in Riyadh.
Thanks.